we believe that AI data centers are the oil fields of the future. So we want to own these cash flows in perpetuity. So we put those cash flows into a permanent capital vehicle so that we benefit from those going forward. And we're very much taking a 100-year view to this. We think we're really at the infancy of AI infrastructure today.
All right, welcome back inside our proactive newsroom. And joining me now is Alex Cuppage. He is the Chief Investment Officer for VivoPower International. And Alex, it's good to see you. How are you?
Great to see you, Steve. Thanks so much for taking the time.
Yeah, good to have you along. And the company out with pretty significant news that you've been able to secure about $30 million in financing through something called a PIPE. And maybe you can kind of explain to us a little bit about what this vehicle is.
Yeah, we're super excited to bring in some very strategic investors, including Blue Sky Capital out of New York. We structured the PIPE as a private transaction into a public company. It's straightforward equity, so there's nothing kind of too structured about that. It's at a higher share price than we're trading at today, which I think really shows conviction in the investors that we've brought in into the longer term value of Vivo.
Yeah, and you mentioned you've got a New York firm involved in this as well. That's a real validation for the type of work you're trying to do.
Yeah, as I said, we feel incredibly fortunate. The collection of investors are at the upper echelons of technology and sovereign society, so we see them very much as strategic in terms of what we're trying to do at Vivo going forward.
Yeah, let's talk about that, Alex, so people understand. Talk to me a bit about how this capital is going to be used and really what the story of the company is now and where it wants to get to.
Yeah, so I think, look, the history of Vivo, we've been in electric vehicles and digital treasury. I think it's important that we tell the public that we're very much in transition to AI infrastructure. So we've spun off the digital treasury with no losses. We are exiting the electric vehicle company as of March next month, and I was part of OGDC. I was part of the founding team, which Vivo has acquired. So we are the management team going forward with 100% focus on digital infrastructure. And how we position ourselves is as a fully vertically integrated investor and developer of AI data centers. So what does that mean, Steve? That means that we buy greenfield, brownfield land. We secured a permitting for AI data centers. We secured a power agreement. We design and construct that data center. And then we lease that data center up to hyperscalers, operators. And we believe that AI data centers are the oil fields of the future. So we want to own these cash flows in perpetuity. So we put those cash flows into a permanent capital vehicle so that we benefit from those going forward. And we're very much taking a 100-year view to this. We think we're really at the infancy of AI infrastructure today.
And Alex, I think people may not understand the amount of these type of AI data centers that's going to be needed around the world. I mean, this is the probably one of the fastest growing areas that we've seen because there's so much demand for it, and companies need to start taking those big step forwards. And one of the ways is to get into one of these data centers.
I'm incredibly excited by what's happening. I think the world is changing on a weekly basis. If you and really part of our thesis on this was when we looked at a map of the world, and if we take the US as the North Star, we looked at Europe, and this was just on a cloud storage basis, and they had 78% less data center storage capacity than the US. The GCC had 98% less. And, you could look at Southeast Asia and LATAM on similar numbers. And we kind of thought, well, AI is going to, be a part of every industry, government vertical going forward. There was just, a huge amount more power needed. And even when I take a step back, I'm actually also looking at physical AI, and I actually think we're probably underestimating the need by about 3 to 4x the need of power to come in. So in terms of Vivo's strategy, we are very, very focused on a select number of regions around the world. That includes the Nordics, so Denmark, Finland, and Norway. Includes the GCC, so the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, Abu Dhabi. We're also incredibly interested in Korea as well. As we see outside of China, we see Korea as one of the leaders in physical AI and robotics and automated manufacturing.
Yeah, exciting times ahead, and Vivo's right at the center of it all. So I really appreciate your time, Alex. Thanks so much for giving us an update on this financing, and congratulations.
Yeah, thanks so much, Steve. Lovely to chat to you.
All right, there's Alex Cuppage. He is the Chief Investment Officer for VivoPower.